Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, old and young, coherent and incontinent. It is us, the RAWBallers, here for the AFC Divisional Round playoff game, the game we've been waiting for all week long. Maddie has just thrown on his second Broncos jersey on top of another Broncos jersey. I've been saying all week, I think the Chiefs are going to somehow take this one by hook, by crook, by ref, or by theft. But we shall see. Davey, Maddie, how are you?
I don't want the Chiefs to win.
Well, Maddie,
You know, this is just a fact of life. They always win.
yeah. Well, Maddie's going to be a lot more happier than the captain on this one. Excuse the voice, everybody. I'm down with a bit of a cold, but we are here.
I made money off of the last game, so here's hoping that leads into this game. They just voided one of the legs on my parlay as Gabe Davis has been ruled out for today's game.
They voided one of your legs?
Yeah, so Gabe Davis is ruled out for today's game. So
Well, you can amputate a man's leg, but how do you void his leg?
You send it into the shadow realm, of course. But the parlay for today's game, and I know Davey's got a much different parlay than I do. Patrick Mahomes to throw an interception. Stephon Diggs to go over 61.5 yards. James Cook to go over 62.5 yards. Isaiah Pacheco to get 84.5 combined with rushing and receiving yards. And Josh Allen to get 2 tush pushes into the end zone. Davey, go ahead with yours.
I have Bills to win straight out. Stephon Diggs to go over 5 receptions. Patrick Mahomes to go over 255 yards. And Dalton Kincaid to go over 39 yards reception.
All right, and we do have our first comment of the night. Ray Williams in the chat early. Hey, guys. Should Dallas let Pollard go to free agency and draft a running back from college, especially since we have 8 other players to pay, plus they are planning on giving Dak Prescott an extension worth potentially $124 million?
Extending Dak Prescott is
That
a
was
mistake.
a fucking tongue twister.
Yes. Keeping Mike McCarthy is a mistake. Keeping Jerry Jones anywhere but a straitjacket in a padded room is a mistake. That is all this team does is make mistakes.
I don't think.
But the big question here was, should they let Pollard go to free agency and draft a running back from college or keep Pollard?
Not really a running back heavy draft.
I told him in our chat away from streams and everything, I was like, I'd say keep Tony Pollard because Mike McCarthy did not utilize him. If they're going to get rid of Mike McCarthy, keep Tony Pollard, see what Dak is going to do in a new scheme, and see how that goes because they could totally use much more depth from the draft this year.
No, they're keeping McCarthy. They already announced that.
Well, McCarthy.
Jerry Jones, because as you said, Cap, Jerry Jones needs to be in a fucking straitjacket.
Well, McCarthy's deal ends after next year. So he's basically on a one and done, right? He doesn't win. Yeah. So they're going to want to field the strongest team possible. Pollard gives them that. Taking somebody out of the draft and inserting him into that role, that's a huge gamble especially for McCarthy.
And like Cap said, not a very running back heavy draft this year.
No.
There isn't a standout like, a Todd Gurley whenever he came into the league or a Leonard Fournette, fucking Derrick Henry. We don't have a guy like that in the draft this year for running backs. We got
Cedric
that in wide
Benson.
receivers. We've got that in wide receivers. We got a Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, but they have those. And you're not getting a Gibbs that we just seen in the Lions game out of this draft doing certain things.
All right. Boys, it was broken over the past couple of days since our last stream that the Bears might be looking into getting Cliff Kingsbury on their team.
I have heard
And with that, the odds of Caleb Williams getting taken number 1 overall to the Bears has now become a very big possibility. I still don't think they should do it. I still think they should trade it for draft capital. But what are your guys' thoughts on this? David, we'll go with you first.
I'm not totally unsold on Justin Fields. I think if they put another wide receiver on that team, like Harrison, and pair him up with DJ Moore, that's going to give that team a whole new dynamic.
Well, let's also not forget, Chicago is arguably one of the more dysfunctional organizations in football. Caleb Williams, I wouldn't care if John Madden himself was brought out of the grave and they hooked 20,000 volts to him and reanimated him and he was the head coach of the Bears. I'm not going to the Bears because that organization is a mess.
I mean, to be fair, John Madden's playbook would be absolutely dog shit in the modern NFL. But I digress.
He would hitch the wagon.
He would definitely hitch the wagon, but again, that playbook would not work in the modern NFL.
Let's also not forget today is the anniversary of the tuck rule game. Said by theft or by ref, by hook or by crook.
I swear to God, Cap, shut the fuck up. Don't you dare put that into the universe, you asshole.
Well, now we want to get Chiefs versus Ravens for next Sunday, don't we?
I don't want Chiefs versus Ravens. I would much rather pay for Devin's tattoo outright than fucking have to watch a Chiefs versus Ravens.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
I want absolutely nothing more than for Buffalo to kill their demon this game and then go on to get absolutely blown out in the championship game.
No, we don't want a blowout. Then we don't want a boring game when we're all together. We want.
Well, we're not going to have a boring game when we're all together. We've got guaranteed San Francisco versus Detroit.
Well, we would like to get 2 good championship games.
We might. Because Baltimore very well handed Houston their ass.
26-degree temperature in Buffalo. So she's a little chilly.
It's 31 here.
Per hour winds.
Winds not too bad.
Not terrible.
Like Chernobyl, not great, not terrible.
I haven't seen Jay Feely in like 10 years.
He used to be the kicker for the Dolphins.
And the Eagles.
That's right.
I was a big fan of Jay Feely back in the day, just because I liked left-footed kickers.
And he also wore a shoe like 2 or 3 sizes too small for his kicking foot.
That well, who the fuck did that? That wasn't Morton Anderson that started that, was it? Because I know Jason Elam did the same thing.
I honestly don't remember. I know Morton wound up being the oldest player in the NFL at one point. He was like 40.
It's because of his points record for the longest time.
He was like 403, I think.
All right, Kansas City is kicking the ball off. Buffalo will get the ball first.
If Buffalo wants to win here, I think an opening series touchdown will be big time here in setting the pace, because we know the Chiefs' big problem all year, which I never thought I'd say this, has been scoring points, not stopping them.
Buffalo needs to be aggressive.
Well, they need to be aggressive, but not stupid. They need to.
No, 1,000%, Cap. You are right on that, because we don't need Josh Allen to force stupid mistakes, because this Chiefs defense is very scary. Josh!
They need to be like Walmart aggressive, not Lehman Brothers aggressive.
Yeah. Oh, good kickoff. Off to the 30 to start the game.
Mansfield, how are you?
Are you still upset about the Browns last week?
So Chiefs start on their own 31. Or Bills.
Yeah.
Bills.
Ooh.
You know what I want to see? I want the Bills to bring back their red helmets. I don't know which way you're watching, so I'll just go up top so that way you can scissor your phone.
I hope he has the vibration setting on.
The look Alora just gave me.
She's aware of your virtual extramarital dealings with Mansfield.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. We
almost had a fumble.
We had a folly to start the game.
And we've got a flag.
Nah, Steelers are out. Niners are in the championship game. Hopefully the Bills make it to the championship game. So, Josh, are you on the same wavelength as Broncos fans that you don't root for divisional rivals to get to the playoffs?
Illegal touching on the Bills.
With that being said, Josh, are you really hoping for the Bills to go all the way to the Super Bowl over the Ravens?
And I'll also throw this out. The referee for tonight's game, Sean Hockley. Patrick Mahomes has never lost a game that Sean Hockley has refereed.
Patrick Mahomes also has never been on the road in the playoffs.
Hence why they got Hockley to referee this game to make sure Patty gets his statty.
Screw the rest of my division. Bills, Niners, Super Bowl, please. How dare you say that when the Lions are right there? The Lions are right there, Josh.
Incomplete to Diggs. We've got a Chiefs player hurt. It is 3rd and 17 for Buffalo.
Oh. So what was it? Oh, it was kind of helmet to helmet, but like unintentional.
Yeah. And here comes Big Red onto the field, checking to see if his player is alive or dead so we can turn him into a cheeseburger if it's the latter.
Well, this time around, it's not so cold that we're going to see the reincarnation of the walrus.
Yeah, that ice-filled mustache.
I do not care about the Lions. Bills are my favorite of our Lake Erie Bros teams. I can understand that, but why would you not want the Lions over the Niners? Niners have already been there, and they failed miserably. Twice now.
And now they go to a commercial break, tending to the injured player.
Josh, it wasn't my intention to lose. It's never my intention to lose. All I know is I was picking eggshells out of my skin. As I messaged Cap the other day, I think I gigged myself with eggshells. Okay. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay. That's understandable and believable, Josh. To that, I will say, fuck the 49ers, Lions all the way.
We are supposed to get freezing rain tonight. I am not looking forward to that.
Oh, so what's the weather going to look like when I'm driving down there?
It's still, well, let me see here. Let me pull up weather.com.
We got 4 days before me and Devin make the trek down south.
So, looking like Thursday, 54 degrees, 35, cloudy. Friday, 51 degrees and evening showers. Saturday, 42 degrees, showers. Sunday, 43 degrees, mostly cloudy.
So wet, cloudy, and dreary.
Cap is speechless.
Why am I all of a sudden craving strawberry syrup?
I will let you know. The shit washed out really fast out of my hair, but it looked like a fucking crime scene.
Bills with a 1st and 10 on their own 46.
Oh no! How is that? That wasn't a flag. So it considered as a backwards lateral. That is incredible. What spatial awareness from Josh Allen.
Fourth and 1 for the Bills.
Although I think Josh Allen might have got the first down if he just kept running it.
Yeah, they got it anyway. It's 1st and 10 on their own 46.
And why is my feed freezing up?
The Eagles have fired defensive coordinator Sean Desai. Any teams of y'all know need a defensive coordinator?
Not that one. I am happy that Pierce is now our head coach in Vegas. Now, if we can just put a team around him.
We got to get a quarterback in there.
We need a quarterback. We need wide receiver. Oh, did the Bills fumble?
They did not. No. 35 Buffalo on the Kansas City 49.
See, we need a complete defense. We need an offensive line. We need a quarterback.
Schwartz was a head coach for the Lions when they had the winless season, wasn't he?
I think it was Schwartz. Cook may have hurt his arm on that one.
I'm going to let you guys know if I see one Mahomes interception, I'm going to consider that as my parlay might hit. Except for the fact that I have to rely on Josh Allen to run the ball in twice now. And now that I'm thinking about that.
Well, isn't intercepting Patrick Mahomes considered roughing the passer?
Maybe.
Next year's Super Bowl
is in New Orleans.
No.
Cap.
Yeah, that is
Cap. There's going to be a group of people roughly about a state and a half away from New Orleans. Maybe instead of the Rumble next year.
The Super Bowl? Do you realize how expensive tickets are to the Super Bowl?
I do, but I want to know what nosebleeds are and if I have to sell Devin's body for it. You're not telling me Devin wouldn't be a good gigolo, damn it.
Oh, trust me, in New Orleans, we could pimp Dev out. We could just, hang out down there the week ahead and just pimp Devin out and we'll make our money. She shares him with all of us, Josh.
Yes.
Oh, they had to replay the Kadarius Toney.
Wait, did I see Taylor Swift? Was that a Taylor Swift pop-up that I missed?
I did not. I don't think so. I saw Kadarius Toney, not Tay-Tay.
Well, yeah, Kansas City hasn't had the ball yet. Also, one hell of an opening drive for the Bills, killing 5 minutes off the clock to start the game already.
We said they needed to have an opening drive touchdown to really set a tone here.
1st and 10 on the KC 11, 2nd and 6 on the KC 7.
And
Davey's still a play ahead of me, and I'm on Paramount.
I'm on Paramount as well. But you have to remember the Yahoo tracker is ahead. My DraftKings is also ahead by like 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
If I'm watching a baseball game and I have Stat Tracker on, I'll know the strike is thrown before the pitcher throws it.
Hey, Davey, what baseball game are you watching?
No, just as an example. Like,
Yeah.
that's how
Oh,
it's-
okay.
If he were to be watching a baseball game.
Yeah.
Speaking of baseball, I need to join the league now. I have never had a Yahoo account in my life.
But yeah, check out the settings on that, and we'll tinker with it and stuff and whatever.
What's the fee for this one, Davey?
Oh, this one's a free one, I think.
This one is a free one,
Okay.
but there'll be free one to join, but there will be a prize for whoever wins it. So
Oh, okay.
what we're looking to do is it's a 12-team rotisserie baseball league on Yahoo. Go up against the RAWBall boys. So there should be 8 open spots. If you'd like to join, we'll be posting that as it draws closer to the season. First place will get $100.
Hey, Davey.
Hey,
Did you already put the
Matthew.
link did you put the link to this already in the chat?
No, I'll send you. I just did it right quick the other night. I just sent Captain an invite for it. Buffalo field goal. Bass,
Hey, let's go,
the
Buff.
27-yarder.
Holy shit. How much did you pay for Brandon Bass, by the way?
$1 fucking dollar.
It didn't do me any good.
Not in the end of the year, but
No, I had fun with it all year, though. I did post in our chat there, though. That's a little promo from Adam Copeland. He's apparently looking forward to getting the shit kicked out of him on Wednesday.
I've always wondered how Edge would be in a hard-hitting, strong style type match like that.
We're going to find out. This time last year, Edge was getting ready for a match with his wife against Miz and Maurice.
Yeah, it's a fun match.
Yeah, and now he's getting ready for a match with Minoru Suzuki.
That's not going to be fun, but it's going to be fun to watch.
That would be fun for Edge. Will probably love every second of it.
He is a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
He almost missed that kick too.
And Bill's getting ready to kick off, which they have not yet.
Yeah, I was about to say it just went to commercial on our end, so you'll probably get kickoff here in like 30 seconds. One cup of soup.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Come back 1 year. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah.
Okay, Roman.
Oh, what to name this team of mine?
Are you going to let it shine, this little team of yours?
If I can put together a decent team, hopefully.
Should I stick with the mustache Japanese route for this league or no?
No, I wouldn't.
This one here, as far as the team setup goes, it's more in line with how an actual Major League Baseball team would go to line. One base,
Oh, I thought I muted myself. Shit.
Left, center, right, and a utility, 5 starters, 6 relievers, and a bench. So it's basically like a Major League roster you're running.
Cool. I thought I muted myself. Sorry about that.
100. Same thing too. Each position you get 162 games. So you can't go over that. Kincaid with 25 yards already. I am liking that. That's how I bet on that. Keep throwing him the ball.
I was about to say Dalton Kincaid is a dog. He was very much a dog last game for them.
Daltonius Kincaid.
So far, my parlay is looking at Stephon Diggs is 3 receiving yards. James Cook is 7 rushing yards. Let's go, boys.
Boom, 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 boom. 3-0 Buffalo.
Bills Mafia is so loud right now.
They are not Mahomes fans.
They're not Chiefs fans, my guy. This has been the team that has fucked them over. Them and the Patriots. The teams that have fucked them over for the last 5 years.
I mean, Bills Mafia has been here many times before. They've been to the Super Bowl 4 times.
4 times in a row.
And couldn't do the deed there.
I remember those days. Jim Kelly, I believe, was the quarterback.
On all 4 teams. Thurman Thomas.
There we go.
They
Good
could get
stuff.
there,
Good
just-
stuff.
They could get there, just couldn't complete the deal.
They did run into the Cowboy buzzsaw twice.
Wasn't Bruce Smith on that team?
I believe so, yes.
Yep.
Come on, Buffalo.
Big game. Holmes to Kelsey for a 14-yarder.
And
First 10 on the Buffalo 34.
Oh, and it was
First
after
down.
a good breakaway, too.
is the walrus.
Yeah, we got her to 2nd and 4 on the Buffalo 28.
Let's just put it this way. Whenever Andy Reid passes gas, he gets cited by the Geneva Convention for using chemical weapons.
It's all them damn cheeseburgers, man.
Well, he also lives in the barbecue capital of the world. I mean, you know he's eating a few racks of ribs and burn ends. Oh, another takedown. There's a Taylor.
Every time, no, drink a whole bottle every time you see Taylor Swift.
If I had enough alcohol for that.
No, I'm not saying you should do it.
Was it take a shot every time they show Taylor Swift?
Like,
No, she was like down an entire bottle every time you see Taylor Swift.
in the fucking ER.
That would now imagine this: if they actually do make it to the Super Bowl, how many times will they show her?
Christ Almighty!
That would actually be an interesting drinking game. A shot for every Taylor Swift pop up.
I don't see Kelsey retiring. Do I see Andy Reid retiring? Nah, he still has Mahomes.
No.
Nah, I don't.
No,
I don't think
really.
either one retires.
This team still has 2 or 3 more years to see what it can squeeze out before they got to really make changes.
Kelsey, I could see retiring sooner rather than later if the injuries just can keep going, keep piling up. And as Mick said to Rocky, women weaken legs. Where's all of Kelsey's injuries coming from? The lower half of his body. She's riding the poor man into the ground.
And Butker with a 47-yard field goal to tie the game at 3.
Well, so much for that opening touchdown drive and then 3 and out. I said the Bills needed to start with.
Well, we got a tie ball game to start the game. However,
Well, we had a tie game to
Buffalo-
start the game out anyway, man. It was 0-0.
Kansas City definitely did not use as much time as Buffalo did.
Kansas City just needs 13 seconds to score, as we've learned. Oh. The Intuit TurboTax divisional round.
Good Lord.
I've only seen this commercial now like 3 times, and already it's annoying the shit out of me. The electrical outlets.
Yep.
The electrical outlets singing.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have not watched this many commercials, ever, like in a long fucking time. And let me tell you, I enjoy paying so I don't have to watch commercials.
God, Kevin Hart, you are just everywhere.
Looks like Bill Belichick will go to the Falcons.
Yeah, he had the second interview with them and was spotted having lunch at Chick-fil-A. Can you imagine him just ridiculing whoever the girl behind the counter is on her performance in classic? We're on to McDonald's.
Not what I needed to see. Poor performance all around.
Hello, Miss Mangum. Did you enjoy your nap?
Did she take a nice little nap?
She pretty much is always taking a nap. What was that, Davey?
I was going to say this was 4 hours ago, as reported on the Score. Panthers and Falcons plan to give a second head coaching interview to Bengals offensive coordinator Brian Callahan this week as well.
Mm.
The Bengals and the who?
The Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons plan to give a second head coach interview to Bengals offensive coordinator Brian Callahan this week. As reported by the RAWBall podcast earlier this afternoon.
We have basically become like the CNN of the X.
We're trying to get there.
Davey is our Ted Turner.
Davey, grow a mustache.
Yeah.
Davey had a mustache.
And you also have to start banging Jane Fonda.
There's more of a chance of me banging Jane than there is of me regrowing a mustache.
Why, Davey?
I had a mustache when I was younger.
Oh,
not happening again.
We need to see Silver Fox Davey with a thick mustache.
I'm trying to picture Davey with a stash.
So
it's really tough to do.
I would go from Mr. David McKinnon, DOT, to the what's his name from Sam Elliott of the RAWBall team.
Ain't nothing wrong with you being Sam Elliott.
I love me some Sam Elliott.
I got to get my voice back for that to happen.
Well,
that'll come in time.
You probably have to, start smoking as heavily as the cat does and get back on the liquor to, get those vocal cords nice and Elliotized.
One of those is not likely to happen, and you wouldn't want me on air drinking. That would be a bad idea.
I'm
not even drinking today. I think I'm on probably my.
I'm not used to keeping up with things.
I think this is my 12th bottle of water today.
You get the Bills at midfield, 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 49. Allen to Johnson for a 14-yard gain.
Oh.
Big doings tomorrow on the Monday Night Raw. Don't miss it.
Seth is supposed to kick off the show, and I'm guessing relinquish the world
More than
title.
likely relinquish the title.
Hard to say.
I did see one interesting fan theory. They say Seth relinquishes the belt. It's put up as the prize for the Royal Rumble. Cody enters number 1, lasts the entire thing. Goldberg enters at 30.
Oh my God.
Takes Cody out and wins the Rumble.
There's lots of scenarios being floated around for. That's one.
I would not be opposed to the belt being the prize of the Rumble, but most plausible, and I could see this totally happening. They put it up for vacation, and we hear Brock's music.
That's another one that's been floated. Yeah,
I've heard the Brock theory as well.
Another possibility that's been floated is Roman.
That'd be hilarious.
That
would piss off so many people.
He would have all 3 belts.
He doesn't show up with the belts that he currently has. But he's
trying to finish his story. He's got to get all the belts.
But I believe the Rumble idea, that was done before with Flair, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would be the 3rd time that's ever happened. It was done in '92 with Flair, and then 1 year, I think about a decade ago with Triple H.
I believe. It was 2016. It was Roman Reigns. It was the 1 versus all.
If they really wanted to do something, hold a tournament similar to the one that AEW just did. Get a field of 16.
I could see them doing a round robin tournament, but
there's no downside.
Yeah, I could totally see them doing it after seeing the success that AEW just had with it.
Yeah, there's no downside to it. I mean,
you could lead that. You could lead that into WrestleMania.
Yeah. As for Damian, automatic inclusion of the match, top 2-point getters, or however they want to do it. You're in 3-way for the for Seth's belt.
He still has the briefcase.
Yeah, so he would get an automatic inclusion. You build stories like from Rumble till Mania. You could build a ton of stories out of that, and you're going to get screen time for a lot of people that need it. Like, there's no downside if they did it, right?
Bill's moving the ball again pretty well.
Yeah. And if you want, if Braun is the guy, Braun Breaker, put him in it. You have February and March, a solid 2-month build of him on TV every week in matches, getting that crowd over with him.
Now, I don't know if Raymond is thinking about this the way I'm thinking about it, but think about it as Seth does his opening of Raw tomorrow,
and Priest
gets attacked by Damian, gets cashed in on, and then we have Priest as the new champion to kick off Raw this Monday.
That would be a very straight way to do it, yeah. Wouldn't go down as one of the greatest cash-ins of all time. The only thing. Yeah. But there's lots of guys there that could like Cameron Grimes. Put him in that.
Yeah, get him some TV time.
Well, there's lots of guys there that could use it, right?
Ricochet or Cedric Alexander.
Ricochet, if Ricochet's back yet, he got hurt. He got his bell rung there in that match with that 3-way.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's cleared yet. I haven't seen him since. Chad Gable, get him in it. Lots of guys to put on there.
Yeah, I think we hit it right on the nail there, Davey, when we were talking about Priest cashing in. This has been a very, very interesting wild card weekend.
Divisional weekend.
Oh, yeah, divisional weekend, not wild card. Wild card weekend was definitely wild.
Well, yeah, every game was a blowout except for one.
Buffalo looking to put more points on the board. They got it 2nd and 2 on the Kansas City 17.
Ravens blew out the Texans.
What are your guys' thoughts on the fact that the Green Bay 49ers game was only a 3-point game?
Green Bay should have won that game, but they shot themselves in the foot repeatedly, and they had no one to blame but themselves.
Well, I had Green Bay to win, so I figured it'd be close anyway. But I figured this one's going to be close too.
Did I understand correctly that Goldberg's kid is going to be playing for Deion Sanders' Colorado?
Yes, he is.
Yep.
Buffaloes. Which
means that Brock Lesnar's daughter goes to CSU and Goldberg's son will go to CU. Which means at any point in time, someone could just accidentally bump into a pissed off Brock Lesnar or Bill Goldberg.
Brock Lesnar's daughter is the ugliest man I've ever seen in my life.
Brock Lesnar's daughter broke the shot put record at CSU, as Seahawk on Twitter said. That girl could hit a bird's nest from the bushes with a napkin.
And we have a 1st and goal on the Kansas City 5. 2nd and 3, Kansas City 5.
Well, once we get Josh Allen close enough to get the tush push going or get a rushing touchdown in, that's one part.
You need 2 tushy pushies.
I just need 2 touchdowns, damn it. I need Josh Allen to run into the end zone twice. I just assumed it would be the tush push.
You need Josh doing his Forrest Gump impression.
Run, Forrest, run. He must be the stupidest son of a bitch alive, but he sure is fast.
Once he gets open field, he's got that track runner speed.
Touchdown Bills. Josh Allen to the left for a 5-yard touchdown.
That's one leg. Let's go. Come on. One more.
So Bills will go up pending the point after. 10-3 on the Chiefs.
That must get some water.
Agua.
I drank enough agua today to float a small ship.
I learned that from No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, water.
I did. I'm serious.
I don't watch live product enough to know who's doing what right now currently. I'm just excited for the Rumble. I have no idea who Santos Escobar is with right now. It's Carrillo and the Angel Garza, right?
Another kind of offshoot of the LWO.
Yeah, because they're Hispanic, we'll put them together.
Yeah.
I love Angel Garza. I love Humberto Carrillo. I love Santos Escobar. On paper, that's an incredible trio.
I seen that, I think it was yesterday, actually. With Trinity due back. It's like, we got to have Trinity and Bianca at Mania. I was dying. It's like, okay, why? Like,
people didn't want that a couple of years ago.
Like, can you state your reason? Although I would like to see that. It would mean that they're actually going to book Trinity well, which they should.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, she should have always been treated as a top-level star because she was always the most before Bianca, she was one of the most athletic women on the roster. And like the shit that she did was unlike anything any of those girls were doing during the Divas era. I've always been a big Naomi Trinity fan.
Before puberty, I was one of the more athletic women on the planet.
Jesus.
Hey, caramba.
Aye, aye, aye.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
In 4 days, around this time right now, Devin and I will be driving our happy asses down south.
To Casa de Cap.
We will be hitting somewhere up in Oklahoma City for dinner that night, and then we will be doing a straight shot, hopefully straight to Kansas for the next 8 hours and get to Cap by morning time. Is that? Oh, it's going to be a busy week.
I'll have to send you over some driving songs.
Playlist has now hit 6,000 plus songs, by the way.
Okay, so you
Do you know
need driving-
whereabouts in?
I can always get more songs on my playlist, AB.
Do you know whereabouts in Oklahoma you would be stopping? I can recommend several.
We're looking OKC.
Okay.
There's a Peppa Pig sign in the crowd. Okay. I was talking about it with a coworker the other day. I'm tired of seeing Super Bowls in domes and warm weather climates. I want a Super Bowl in Buffalo. I want a Super Bowl in Lambeau. I know I'll never get a Super Bowl in Denver because nobody's going to fucking want to go up and travel for that. But, nah, give me some Super Bowls in cold weather climates that aren't domes. Give me a Super Bowl in Arrowhead. Fuck it.
New England.
Yeah, that was another one I brought up. A Super Bowl in Foxborough. That'd be huge money. Natalia's already had a title. I feel like she's got every accolade she could have, so she can retire whenever she wants and be fine.
Yeah, Natalia don't need a title at this stage of her career.
Natalia's going to be a Hall of Famer, guaranteed.
Oh, I found the restaurant I was going to recommend for you, Maddie. It's called Charleston's.
What type of food? Barbecue, I'm assuming?
No, it's kind of like more like upscale pub grub.
Okay. Me and Devin are totally down for that.
Also, if you just want to get totally historic, Sid's Diner in El Reno, which is a suburb of Oklahoma City. Sid's Diner serves the famous onion burger, which is...
Oh, the one that you talk about, yeah.
Yeah. They also serve breakfast, so whatever time you slide through, I'm not sure, but yeah, Sid's Diner in El Reno, Oklahoma.
It'll more than likely be at nighttime.
Gotcha.
I believe we touched on this earlier. If not, former Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury is a name to watch for the Raiders' vacant offensive coordinator position. Other names mentioned include former Seahawks offensive coordinator Shane Waldron and former Bears offensive coordinator Luke Getty. For all the Raiders fans in the room.
Yeah, I think you had a microphone malfunction. It sounded like you said Cliff Queensberry. Ooh.
No, Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he could be the king of Queens, you know.
King of Kensington used to be a show up here in Canada. Al Waxman was on it.
I think we've had more commercial time than football time.
This is getting you all in practice for the Rumble. All the
How
downtime
so?
between matches.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And Maddie, you said you were estimating you guys would be here. What time on Friday?
Early in the morning. Just early in the morning.
Now, I'm assuming you are going to be using a GPS device rather than letting Dev handle a map.
Of course.
You can turn and wind up in
Albuquerque.
Yeah, wind up in Albuquerque.
Yeah, don't give Devin any kind of device with like.
Oh, you think
letters.
I'm trusting Devin with the directions? Fuck that.
You could have Devin Los Pollos Hermanos.
Good, yeah. Be down looking for Lalo Salamanca.
Oh yeah, he did have a nice taqueria. And if you get in trouble, there's always Saul Goodman and Associates.
Saul would be easy to find.
Die.
Actually, no, he's in
jail for 86 years.
Well, I mean, given good behavior, you know, there's always a chance.
86 years, he ain't getting out. He had crimes he committed. And would have
the ending of that show, the ending of how both of those shows ended still pisses me off.
No, they ended the way they should have.
Oh, another T-Town setting. Another T-Town.
Or Jimmy would have continued on fucking people over for the entirety of his journey.
But he was so good at it.
Hey,
yes,
Cap.
but he knew that. He knew it was wrong.
Hey, Maddie.
Raymond brought up in the chat something you'll be happy about. It's been confirmed.
Yes.
After his signing of the contract that Antonio Pierce has been signed as your new head coach for the Raiders. What do you think, as you were very adamant about wanting him on the team, and so was the rest of your players?
I think it's the best hire that we could have made outside of, you know, either maybe Belichick or, you know, hooking 20,000 volts up to the mortified carcass of Bill Walsh. Almost said Joe Walsh, but mortifying carcass could go the same way either way there. Now if we can just give him a team to coach, because basically that team is bleh. We need 11 defensive players. Well, we need 10 defensive players. We need 5 offensive linemen. We need tight ends. We need a quarterback.
You got a tight end, don't you?
He's not. I don't think
Darren Waller's with the Giants now, so no,
Giants.
you don't have a tight end. Never mind.
He's with the El Gigantes.
You've got Jacoby Myers. You got Devontae Adams.
Receiver were pretty good, but you know we need someone to throw the ball to them.
Yeah,
you're not going to have Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, like you have pieces there, right? You don't have all of them, but
a lot of holes.
The thing is, the players want Pierce, so the players are going to play for him, right? That makes a huge difference. If the players zone out, you're done, right? They're not going to play for you. So that's not the case in Vegas right now, which is a good thing.
And our twit of an owner finally did make a good. Well, the Davis family hasn't made a good head coaching hire in Jeez, since probably the first time they hired Gruden.
I mean, to be very honest, if I were the owner and I have Max Crosby coming up to me and going, "Hey, I implore that you hire Antonio Pierce as our head coach," you got it, big dog.
We got the Chiefs charging 2nd and goal on the Buffalo 10.
Yep.
10:09 left to go in the second.
Max Crosby could basically snap Matty in half like a twig.
Hey, big dog. I'll pay for some cigars for you. You want me to hire Antonio Pierce? Cool. Do y'all need a new strength and conditioning coach too? I can find that for you. Because God knows the Raiders need a strength and conditioning coach.
We need a lot of things. A lot of things. Kelsey almost had the touchdown.
That's the second time they've tried to go with the fade route to Kelsey in the corner of the end zone, and it hasn't worked.
Andy Reid's play sheet looks like something like a first draft of the Bible.
Yes,
3rd and goal on the Buffalo
keep
11.
overthrowing him.
Hardman fumbled. Watson recovered for no gain. Still Chiefs ball. 3rd and goal.
So that
on
would
the
be
Buffalo
3rd and goal.
Yep. 4th and
goal. Yeah, you're right, Davey. This Yahoo's a play ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
So
you're on it now?
Well, yeah, I was setting up my team there. I just thought I would take a look at this.
I'll have the stat track. Yeah, the stat tracker's good on this. She's both, as Mr. Carlin would say, it's both fine and dandy. Chiefs field goal, as you probably just seen, Captain. Buckner,
yep.
29-yarder.
So it is 10-6, Buffalo.
Boof.
Now we just got to get Maddie in there, and then we can all be on the same page, so I'm not giving you guys updates that you haven't seen yet.
Mahomes is overthrowing everything when it comes to being in the red zone.
Well,
it's like he thinks he has Randy Moss as a wide receiver out there.
No, he does not.
That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That is not Randy Moss.
Big talent gap there.
So, yeah, Cap, it's going to be a 14-hour drive for me and Devin. So if we leave at about 5 p.m. our time, we'll arrive out there by 8 a.m. your time. At least in Fayetteville by 8 a.m. your time. Oh, Cap, you're muted. I think on your headset. Can't hear you. I can hear Davey's keyboard, so I don't think it's my earbud. Cap will be right back. $920 me and shithead will be driving.
Oops, see, I just thought of a road trip song. Jason Mraz. 93 million miles.
No, Cap still cannot hear you. What the hell? Did your headset actually die? Well, you can clearly hear us, so.
Captain has gone Marcel Marceau on us. Maybe go out and come back in, Cap.
That's what he just did.
Oh.
Turn off your headset completely and turn it back on? Okay. And it's not like you're muted on StreamYard because your mic would be crossed out. Not at all. It's not a raw ball podcast if we don't have a technical difficulty or two. Try this. Go to your device's Bluetooth, turn that off, and then turn it back on. Maybe it'll come back. Gotta update that because I forgot the Chiefs kicked 8 field goal. Fucking assholes. No. There we go. There we go. I can hear you.
I can hear you through my headset, but apparently my microphone on my headset is not functioning.
Yeah, I can hear you now. We can hear you now.
John is trying to figure out what to cook you guys for breakfast on Friday.
Surprise us. Devin and I will have been driving for hours. I will do everything in my entire being to avoid the state of Kansas. So we are entering the panhandle of Oklahoma. Here's the route, boys. From Longmont to Boise City, Boise City, Oklahoma, to Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Where's the overland route?
Where's Boise City, Oklahoma?
It's over there.
It's in the panhandle.
We've had 3 Swift sightings.
So far, yes.
Sent my nephew, who broke his leg earlier this week, a nice care package of ice cream, Hershey syrup, chicken nuggets, pepperoni pizza, lemonade, all the wonderful things that a growing boy needs.
Had an Eddie Murphy flashback with that one.
I was about to say, I heard you say it that way too, Davey.
Lemonade.
That cool, refreshing drink.
Refreshing drink. All right, what do we got here? 3rd and 8. Buffalo on their own 37.
I introduced Laura to Cat Williams stand-ups. And she absolutely loves it. Why am I in blue lighting?
Why is Maddie in blue?
Why am I blue? Dabba dee daboo die. Nope, looks like it fixed itself. Okay, what the fuck was that? That was weird. Y'all saw that too, right? It wasn't just me?
You were blue. Much like Miles Davis, a kind of blue. So far, it seems like the referees have been not being referees.
Unlike yesterday, where the referees were prevalent in both games.
There you are, Maddie. A blues song for you to remember this time for your trip.
I do like blues music.
No, it's not a blues. No, not blues music. A song called Blue.
Oh, okay.
It's in our chat.
Okay. Y'all have to remember, I am oblivious 95% of the time.
Harem Scarum.
Harem Scarum is a band from up here in Canada.
I think you've talked about them before.
Yeah, they're fucking excellent. Pete Lesperance is one of the better guitar players I've ever heard.
That was also the name of an Elvis movie.
Probably so, yeah.
Oh,
But
we got a
if
bit
you
of a
like-
scuffle.
But if you like a band with like just a good hard rock, traditional, like late 80s, early 90s feel with amazing harmonies, Harem Scarum.
Okay, I'll
I'll
give them
have
a
to
listen.
check them out.
I do like music.
So there's two big shows Saturday. One being the Rumble.
Of course.
First and 10 Chiefs on their own 36 down 10-6 with 6:07 to go in the first half. Tony has already done some of his programming. He has a steel cage match set up. I don't know if Cap is aware of this one. FTR and Daniel Garcia going up against the House of Black. It's an elimination one. So you pinned, you're out. So it will get down to a one-on-one at some point.
Rob Gronsky doing the kick of destiny again.
As long as I make money, Raymond, I don't give a shit what happens during the Super Bowl. I need the Lions to win for me to make money, Raymond.
If the Lions win the Super Bowl, how much money does Matty make?
Let me check. I think it was $1 for $20 because they were pretty decent favorites. But I will say that would be my pick for the Super Bowl from the beginning of the season. So
yes,
if they make it all the way,
I would say any predictions on like a surprise Rumble entrance returning.
Well, I was thinking of another surprise, possibly, but I'll get to the Rumble in a second.
The Giant Gonzalez.
Do you think, if in fact Tony has her, he debuts Mercedes on Saturday against the Rumble during the Women's Rumble?
I could see it.
Yep.
Because it'll pop people, but I don't know if people already tuned into the pay-per-view are going to tune over just to see it, because they're going to be able to see it on Twitter or YouTube already.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, but wouldn't surprise me. But I don't think you do it on a Saturday.
No. Wait till you have all the eyes on you.
Yeah. And I would say probably he won't come right out and say it, but he'll allude to it enough so people will know to tune in that something is happening on whatever episode he does it, which would likely be a Dynamite. But
I did hear a rumor on, read a rumor on the Twitter. What if Vince McMahon is a surprise entrant to the Rumble?
Man, well, who I would like to see, though, I think Trinity's pretty much, I don't know if that would be a surprise at this point, but I think you'll see Trinity in there.
That won't happen.
No.
That will not happen, Raymond.
No.
Big E would be a possibility.
MJF is hurt, and he's more than likely with the storyline they ran. I don't have anything confirmed on it, but my speculation is he's like 99% signed, so I wouldn't expect him. Big E, I don't think he's cleared.
I could see him doing a 5-minute spot and getting thrown out quick.
There's always
I could see him popping up there. I don't think you'll see him in the match.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne, yeah, you most definitely see Dwayne there. I'd like to see Sean Spears
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because he is a free agent, so he can end up there.
You think
Braun
Cardona will
Breaker?
have an appearance?
Who?
Oh, Braun Breaker for sure. Cardona, do you think?
No.
Do you think this is finally the year we're going to see Chris Masters in the fucking Royal Rumble? How many years does he? How many years does he promote it?
He's trying to get the attention of one of the top, the top three now. TNA would be a good little spot for him. Like if he wants to show people, okay, this is what I can still do, that would be a good spot for him.
I can totally see Braun Breaker, like Cap said.
Yeah, Braun, I can see. That would make sense.
For the women, I'd like to see a Molly Holly appearance. I know she's done it a couple of times, but Molly Holly would be cool. Jade Cargill for sure has to make an appearance.
Chiefs touchdown, Mahomes to Kelsey. 22-yarder. Chiefs go up 13-10. 3:33 to go.
Wide open.
And thus it begins.
AJ Lee, I'd put probably about 50%. It just depends on.
AJ would be a good pop-up. Layla? Do you think Layla would get a good pop?
Yep, another Tay-Tay sighting.
Okie dokie.
That is Travis Kelce's first touchdown since week 11.
Oof.
He was due.
And the kick is up and good.
For those thinking Okada,
no,
he's still with New Japan until the 31st. He would need their permission to go and be at the Rumble, and where they have such a good working relationship with other promotions, that is not likely to happen. I would not place any bets on that.
Also, ask yourself, the fuck would Okada be doing in the WWE? Other than to fuck with Finn Balor.
Yeah, it wouldn't, like people are saying Nakamura. Think back to Nakamura's WWE feud with AJ. And then think back to the feud they had in New Japan. It doesn't translate like people think it will. Right.
Nut Shotamura.
I'm trying to. Well, there's always the chance that Shane comes to the end of the Rumble and tears another quad.
Shane McMahon could always come back. Unwanted, Brock Lesnar for sure.
Oh, you know Lesnar's going to be in there.
Brock is all but kind of confirmed to be coming back. So it's Mania season, so he'll be back doing something.
He could come in at number 30 to eliminate Cody after he's been in there for an hour or so.
Just come back, set up something with Gunther. It's the match everybody wants. It'll be a really good match. Just do that. It's simple.
You know what would be a hilarious women's entrant? Just for like a 1-minute spot, just to say they had her. Wendy Richter.
Well, I think you see Wendy show up. I don't think it's there though.
I genuinely do think we're gonna see Wendy Richter pop up in AEW, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, Tony
Storm. Like 70 by now.
No, in her 60s, but Tony Storm at the media scrum for World's End basically said, Wendy Richter, I will fuck you up. Those are exact words, I think. So if Tony can get his hands on her in some capacity, it won't be for, I don't think it'll be for a match or anything.
I'm trying to think of women's entrants from the past, because like they could easily do one of the Bella twins, but I don't think that they're on good terms with the Bellas. But money talks.
Well, we know Sunny won't be entering that Rumble.
No,
unless she gets a weekend pass or something.
Sunny is not getting a day pass, no. Mickey James.
Stacy Keibler, does she do any wrestling? I know she's tweeted about wrestling quite a bit still.
No, she hasn't been in the ring in forever. Mickey James, you might see her.
Mickey James would be one.
Because the hubby works there. For those that don't know, Nick Aldis is Mickey James's husband.
Florida. I'm trying to think of people that would associate with Florida. Because I don't. It'd be cool because it'd be for like the really old school hardcore fan from like the early 2000s. But Jazz would be a cool one.
Yeah, Jazz could work. Jade's tricky though. I don't like you. I don't. She shouldn't win it, right?
No.
Like if you get her in there and you give her a really strong showing, and it's a Rumble match, like it's not gonna
Have her eliminate like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah, and it's the style of match that's not going to expose anything that might get exposed in a one-on-one matchup, right? So give her a really good introduction, and then use like those matches are designed and should be designed to set something up coming out of it. Mm-hmm. So you get Jade's first feud coming out of what goes on this Saturday. That
would be fun.
Yeah.
I think a Rikishi return would be cool, especially if one or both of the Usos are in the ring.
Yeah, Rikishi would make sense. Because people have been kind of crying for him for the last little while now. Just the whole bloodline thing.
Oh, yeah. We could also have everybody's favorite Big Red Republican since it's down in Florida.
Kane.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Well, after he formally endorsed Donnie again.
Slap a red mask on him, slap a red hat on him, and send him to the ring. Away you go.
And 2-minute warning in the first half. We got a game in Buffalo, boys.
Buffalo really needs to tie this thing up or take a lead because Kansas City gets the ball at halftime.
Jason Chelsea is in the crowd.
Who wins the Fatal 4-Way? That one's easy. Roman.
Yeah, Roman. As to who he pins, I think you're not going to pin Randy.
It's got to be fucking LA Knight, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because Styles just came back. Randy just came back, so you're not pinning him. So it's almost Knight by default, right?
Yeah.
We got Logan Paul and Kevin Owens.
Oh, that's a match?
Yep.
Why do I feel Kevin Owens is going to give Logan Paul one of his best matches?
Everyone gives Logan Paul one of his best matches.
Because Logan Paul is really good at this thing, and I fucking hate him for it.
So far, I'm only seeing 5 names declared officially for the men's rumble and 4 for the women's. One of those being our gal pal Nia Jax.
We got Nakamura, CM Punk, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, Gunther. For the women, we got Becky, Bayley, Nia Jax, Bianca Belair.
Deva's going to jump off the roof if Nia Jax wins the women's rumble.
There's no way she's winning the rumble, right, guys?
Well, if she enters at 30th, and
I would hope not.
There's no fucking way she wins wins the rumble this year, dude.
I would say this will be probably Logan Paul's best title defense since he won it.
I think it'll be his only title defense since he won it.
Yes, it will.
I was trying to think about it. I was like,
when 2 of your top 3 championships are held by part-timers, not a good look. Isn't
Logan has held the title for 79 days.
What was the old statute for defense
30
titles before they
30
strip
days,
you?
every 30 days?
30 days. That was back in the day.
Yeah.
NWA ran that with Flair a lot, like the stipulation, like the 30-day rule.
Diggs with the first down.
And we got 1st and 10 Buffalo on the Kansas City 30 with 1:07 left to go in the second. Down by 3. So this has tie game written all over it going into the half.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 10 on the Kansas City 30. Captain can see all this now. This is exciting.
Well, my feed with Paramount Plus keeps
jigging out.
Yeah. Wow, that was a pretty cool shovel pass by Allen.
Yeah, you had the 3 Chiefs around him. He just whoop. Bill's got 3 timeouts left. 1 minute to go.
As much shit as I've given them for the Madden curse this year.
Uh-oh.
Josh Allen. Go ahead.
Allen just rushed to the left for an 18-yard gain. 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 13. 44 seconds.
Allen, if you get in the end zone one more time before half, I'm going to cry.
Tears of joy.
Oh. Another name that will not be in the Rumble is Julia.
No.
She's still under contract.
Well, not only that, nobody would know her. Why would she appear in the Rumble? Oh, wait, no. Kevin Dunn's not there anymore. Maybe they'll get her.
I haven't watched any WWE programming since Dunn was, resigned or whatever the hell he did. Have the cameras become far less spastic and jittery?
They still do the camera cuts in the ring. Last I watched, I haven't watched it in 2.5 weeks, but their segments are much better. Last I seen, like their backstage segments and that, they're not as spastic and stuff. So it was easier to watch when I seen. So there has been an improvement. Yeah. 2nd and 6 on the Kansas City 8.
Josh Allen up the middle for a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 at the KC 7.
You go,
Josh.
Yeah.
Tony, you would like this. All he took is still January 21st for you to get on it. But
you know,
well, you would have had to run the league to have access to it. So we were kind of in a gray area there for a while.
Better late than never. Or as the prom queen says, better late than pregnant.
Exactly.
Prom night dumpster baby.
Oh my God. That brought back memories.
Maddie?
No, from watching that episode late as shit at night.
We got a 3rd and 5 on the Kansas City 7. 39 seconds to go.
Look at you go, you high school playboy. It's crazy. This may be my 20th high school, 20-year high school reunion.
Time flies.
It's amazing that haven't been in high school in 20 years, yet I still have nightmares of having to do like a Billy Madison and go back through it.
Ooh, first and goal
At the 2.
Allen to Shakir. So new set of downs. Not a lot of time left though. 35 seconds on the clock.
They've got two timeouts.
Yeah, Kansas City just burnt one. They're down to 1.
Yeah, a week from tonight, Maddie will be watching the championship games down in the rec room. It would be cool if we got some kind of craziness like we got that first year in St. Louis with the Bengals.
Dude, that would be insane if we did have something close to that. I absolutely love that the commentator was just screaming, "Run the ball, hand it off, don't let them see the replay."
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not wrong.
It was a catch though, so everything was fine.
Oh, it was a clear catch shot.
Well, I mean, what is a catch
too.
anymore? What is a catch?
I can't wait to play that game during the championship games like we always have to.
Touchdown. Josh Allen up the middle for a 2-yarder.
Yeah!
That's 2 legs.
Maddie gets his tutty.
So now I need Mahomes to throw an interception, and I need 20 yards, James Cook. Pacheco needs 50-something yards. We'll get those in the second half. Let's go. How did I know Josh Allen was going to get it twice?
Psychic Maddie.
So the Bills are more than likely going to go into halftime with a 4-point lead. I'm cheering for the Bills, but I know the Chiefs are going to win. By hook or by crook, by ref or by theft.
Let's go, Bills.
(17 to 13), 26 seconds remaining.
Let's go, Raymond. We're all going Bills except for Cap for some reason going for a division rival.
No, I'm cheering for the Bills. I just know it's not going to happen.
Come on, man. Where's your hope?
I'm a Raider fan, brother. We don't believe in hope.
Faithless optimism.
Captain Skeptical.
Yes. Like my cousin, Captain Obvious. And then our cousin twice removed, cousin Schizophrenic. He tried to
I did. I just had to refresh it.
He tried to be the first person to captain 2 ships around the world at the same time. Turns out it didn't work out too well for him. And I'm
So-
also pretty pumped for next Friday to see Dev how he handles the volcano sauce at Fogg's.
He will. He will, especially if we're drinking before we go.
But I also shudder to think what's going to happen to my downstairs commode the next day.
It'll be fine. I didn't destroy it too badly, did I?
No, but like whereas you're like an atomic bomb, Dev's more like a hydrogen bomb.
Yeah, Devin is terrible.
That Dev could quite literally disrupt the entire Fayetteville City septic system. You know, every time I watch, football, on either, Fox or NBC or CBS or whatever, and I see these previews for, the current TV shows that are on network television, my faith in humanity just disintegrates ever more. It's like, really,
Oh, bro,
people
like
watch this shit?
Fox shows now? These Bills fans are so loud, and I love it, man.
I keep waiting for like something like Hannity on Ice.
What are your guys' thoughts on the Pro Bowl being a flag football game?
It's better than what they used to. I mean,
Than an exhibition game?
yeah, it's just. I mean, it's the one NFL game a year that nobody cares about.
I have just as much interest in it as I did before.
Which is none.
None.
All right, Mahomes has 20 seconds. It only takes him 13 to go down the field.
First,
I didn't
20.
need Pacheco to go backwards.
No, he just did.
I hope Mahomes just airs it out like for 50 yards here, and then they run out of time.
Or the Bills intercept it, and then another part of Matty's parlay.
That's right. Yeah. So we can kill two birds with one stone here. I need Mahomes over 255. He's sitting on 114. So we better step that game up.
Chiefs have not been offensively that good this year.
And he rushed up the middle for a 3-yard loss. So it looks like they're just going to go to half.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Holding, number 79.
Halftime. Bills 17, Chiefs 13.
Usually we have other games going on.
Yeah,
We do
we
not.
have
We are
nothing
gameless.
going right now.
We are gameless.
Davey is gameless in Nova Scotia.
Well, isn't there hockey tonight? Isn't it hockey night in Canada?
All kinds of hockey going on tonight.
What is going on in the hockeys? I know we're getting ready for the playoffs, and
To run down as to what's going on right now, the Tampa Bay Lightning are tied.
we got another
1-1.
squabble on the field.
Tampa Bay Lightning are tied with the Detroit Red Wings 1-1. 17:59 of the second. And the New York Islanders are up 1-0 over the Dallas Stars with 5:32 left in the first. New York Islanders have a new head coach named Maddie should be familiar with, Patrick Roy. Used to coach
I was about
Colorado
to say one of the
Avalanche.
greatest goalies we've ever had.
Yep. Yeah. A very fiery individual, to say the least.
He's one of the only goalies I've ever seen get to the middle and try to fight someone.
Oh, there's been many goalie fights over the years. Ron Hextall from the Flyers, Billy Smith from the Islanders. They were insane.
Oh, yeah, good point.
But that was a good hire from the Islanders. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get them into a playoff spot. Is the thing, but going into next year, that's a solid ad for them. Very much so.
I haven't heard Patrick Waugh's name in forever.
You were probably still watching hockey when he was playing for the Kenya Jets and then on to the Avalanche.
Mm-hmm.
Islanders currently sit at 19 wins, 15 losses, and 11 overtime losses. So they're losing games late. That's the problem there. At 49 points. So right now they're sitting outside the playoffs. So they got to put a push on to get in. They can do it, though. Jersey's kind of fumbling the ball. New Jersey Devils would be them. Washington Capitals are ahead of them with 50. Then there's a bit of a jump, though. The next one up is Carolina Hurricanes at 55 points. So there's 6 back there.
Oh, I'm reading ESPN right now. We have new details emerging in the case of the baseball player from the Dominican Republic.
Uh-oh. Well, hit us with it.
Let's see here. Apparently, they have uncovered some texts between the baseball player and the alleged victim. My girl, he allegedly wrote in Spanish, if my team realizes this, it could cause problems for me. It is a rule for all teams that we cannot talk to minors, and yet I took the risk and I loved it. End quote.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
That's In other news, I just saw Jason Kelsey shirtless with a beer cheering on Travis.
I saw that as well. I'm wondering if that gave got T-Town hot under the thermometer.
Shit! That they were in the same shot. That means that's pop-up number 5. I can't believe Josh Allen got both those rushing touchdowns to start the game.
No, you just need Mahomes to throw an interception, and
then I just need people to play consistently, and I'm good. All right, now that we're at halftime, let's go exactly what I need. Mahomes, I need you to throw an interception. Stephon Diggs, I need 54 yards from you. I need 22 yards from James Cook rushing, and I need Isaiah Pacheco to overall get 65 yards rushing and receiving.
So apparently I'm reading further into this story. A 600-page report was prepared for the judge.
Okay.
Yeah, they like their lengthy reports. There's a lot to this, though.
Yes.
They got to cross all their T's and dot all their I's with whatever
A lot
it is
of
they're
typing.
doing.
Oh, Lord. I'm reading more of the texts.
Oh, no.
Bronco wrote, quote, I would like you to forget everything you have learned so I could raise you my way. She responded, and what is your way? Without love, without respect?
Yeah, I did read those too. So.
This is disgusting.
She just turned 15.
Yeah, like his career is over if he gets convicted of this and goes to jail. There could be more than just his career that's over.
He's facing up to 20 years.
Serious.
Oh, yeah.
He'll never do 20 years. Or he'll never make it 20 years.
I don't think he's making it the 20 years, bro.
Not with those
Especially,
kind of trades.
and especially where he's at.
Yeah, they do not take those things. Do not go over well.
No.
Franco supposedly paid the girl in one instance $46,000. She bought an iPhone, an iPad, school supplies, her uniform, personal items, deposited the rest of the money in the bank.
The fact that school supplies is on that list is still sickening.
Ugh. Oh boy.
Detroit, San Francisco on Sunday. It is the nighttime game. Which game are we covering on Sunday next week, good boys? Both of them. That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, this is, yeah, if you get a chance, Maddie, read this article on ESPN. I posted it there in the chat. It's quite damning.
Okie dokie.
Although it does have to be noted, the mother is an equal POS.
Oh, yeah.
This whole
No,
thing.
without a doubt. Oh, there's a Halo TV show.
I had a really great laugh today. I guess someone in our complex moved out and there was a bunch of stuff, put by the dumpster, and John was taking trash out and there was like a stack of books there. And he picked up two of the books and brought them back in. And he's like, oh, these look like they might be pretty good. And I started looking at them. He didn't know that either. It's two books by Joyce Meyer, the televangelist, right-wing religious nut.
Mm-hmm.
I told him, every once in a while you can judge a book by its cover.
Hey, Cap, you said there's an opening in your complex.
I said, I'm guessing someone moved out.
Oh, okay. Well, if you find out that they did move out, send me that phone number. I will call it expeditiously.
Oh, I can send you the landlord's number. Let me find it here. I just texted it to you.
Thank you. Now, if I could just have Mahomes throw an interception on the first play of the second half, that'd be fantastic.
We have the Grammys coming up. God, it is going to be a freaking ice storm tonight.
I'm going to put the Grammys on the watch list with the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
I agree. Grammys are such a joke.
Wait. What was it?
Seeing as how we did touch on the baseball, we got the Hall of Fame announcements coming up next week.
Yep.
Right now,
Voting
we
stops
got
when?
23rd.
It's the 23rd, 24th?
Yeah. 23rd, I think, is the last day.
23rd, yeah.
With 49.5% of the ballots known. Last update was today at 3:39. We have Adrian Beltre with 98.9%. So
He's going to get in.
Joe Mauer with 83.2. Todd
Let's go,
Helton
Joe.
with 82.1. Billy Wagner, 78.4.
He's right on the line.
He's on the
We could potentially get 3. I mean, I've seen some instances where those early ballots, someone can be in the 80s, and then when all the ballots come through, they drop down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Beltre.
The other two that are on the cusp, Sheffield, 74.2. And Andrew Jones, he's fallen back a bit. He's at 71.1. Beltran 66.3. He won't.
So if I remember correctly from what you guys said on Tuesday, they have to be at 75 or above to be eligible.
Correct.
75 is the threshold.
To
Yes.
be eligible. Then what happens after that?
If you cross 75, you're in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're eligible 5 years after you retire, and then you have 10 years to get in, but you have to maintain. I think you have to get a certain percentage, like a minimum percentage every year to stay on the ballot.
You got to get at least 5%. If you don't get the 5, you're off. I mean, right now, Torrey Hunter's sitting at 4.7.
I like Torrey Hunter.
Yeah, I like. He was very good, but he's not a Hall of Famer though.
I will start following basketball a lot more after the football season's done.
Well, Maddie's team has a championship to defend.
Denver has a really bad habit of defending championships.
I'm taking a look at the standings. So Denver right now is 3rd in the Western Conference.
Yeah,
Minnesota
Oklahoma
and
City's
the
fucking
Thunder.
killing it right now for no reason.
The Lakers are dead. Wait, the Lakers are 10th.
Wrong one. I love Tony Romo on commentary, bro.
He grew on me. At first, I couldn't stand him, but he grew on me.
He's a hell of a commentator.
Well, apparently he and CBS are at odds with each other.
Yeah, CBS ain't so high on him, which is unbelievable to me.
They think he's lazy and unprepared.
Dude, if you are providing color commentary, which is what he's doing, that's not bad. I mean, you got to know the players. That's one thing. You got to know the players on the field. But what he's up there calling plays before they happen. Do you have any other commentators on the field or up in the booth doing that?
Nope.
And for some reason, Tony Romo is ridiculously relatable in the booth.
He is, oddly enough.
For no reason. He's one fucker shit away from being one of the boys.
And Buffalo is going to kick it off to Kansas City.
Boom.
Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia is so loud right now, dude. My TV is on 1 volume. That's how loud they are.
These sideline interviews are about as informative as as I don't know.
You're stopping me from getting to the sideline. Let me go.
It's like we need you to talk but not say anything.
And Mahomes with a dart to Valdez Scantling.
Holy shit! A wide receiver not named Rashee Rice caught the ball.
2nd and 7. Kansas City on the Buffalo 42.
No, Pacheco's starting to get targeted. He's up to 32 total yards.
Mahomes with a 34-yard rush. 1st and 10 on the
my
Buffalo
God.
18. Or 24-yard rush.
Mahomes, if you could throw that interception now, that'd be great.
You already won today, so let him get over the 255 first, and then he can throw and then he can throw his interception. It's not being greedy.
No, Davey, you have to understand. This isn't me being greedy. I just hate Patrick Mahomes.
But I still want to have to watch Maddie eat that lump of charcoal covered in ketchup.
What a dick. Dude, that was a great fake shovel pass that he did and then just darted past the defender. Both him and Josh Allen are showing why they are some of the best quarterbacks in the league, without a doubt.
Pacheco up the middle for a 2-yard gain to the Buffalo 18.
Keep feeding Pacheco.
Oh, we didn't touch on the other match tomorrow. The epic showdown.
Drew and Damian?
No. Miz and Dom.
Or
Isn't Gunther also wrestling tomorrow, I believe?
No.
Oh, for some reason I thought he was.
He's going to be on,
Oh.
like probably talking and such.
Miz versus Dom Dirty?
Ooh.
Well, I know Truth is trying to figure out where Nick went, but you saw that, right, Cap?
1st and goal, Buffalo 3. Pacheco with a 14-yard gain.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hard Truth went up to the Judgment Day one Raw and was like, I love Tom and Nick Mysterio. He broke up Dominic Mysterio, the name, into 2. Backstage, he went up to Damian Priest. He's like, where's Nick? How's he been? I can't find him on Facebook.
Our Truth is just endless comedy.
Yeah. Well, that's what a heartless, take no hold no prisoners group needed. Comedy.
Well, they did the same thing to the line of blood.
Chiefs
touchdown, Travis Kelce.
Chiefs will go up 2017 in a barn burner of a game. This game is living up to the hype.
Watch out for the T-Town. They're going to show T-Town in a minute because Kelce scored a touchdown.
They are referring to these two as a quarterback and a Manning Brady, or to these two quarterbacks to the Manning Brady era. The rivalry is getting up there.
Yeah. Yeah, like they got the history and they put up in the games would suggest that. So and he barreled his way in.
Yeah. So that'll make it 2017.
I wonder what the over on this one was.
I think it was 47, 47,
Yeah,
49, something like that.
they'll surpass that.
Oh,
37
yeah, they
now.
will.
Yeah, they're only 3 minutes and 12 seconds into the third quarter.
They're reviewing it. Touchdown confirmed.
Yep. Butker made the point after.
All right, gentlemen. I will run to the restroom. I will be right back.
We'll wait here.
Righty.
And the obligatory Taylor Swift shot.
Yeah. Don't take money. Don't take fame. Don't take no credit card to ride this train. Strong and it's sudden. It's crazy sometimes, but it might just save your life. That's the power of love. We used to cover that one.
Huey Lewis and the News.
Gotta love some Huey Lewis. Just seems like a nice guy.
I always liked Huey. I remember buying the sports tape when it first came out, way back when. 84, I believe, 85, 84.
Yep.
Actually, and even as a young lad, I knew of them before that.
Oh.
Do You Believe in Love was a hit for them.
Oh, yeah, I remember that video.
Videos weren't good back then. They got better as the 80s rolled on, but the MTV era and Much Music up here in the Great White North were old. Much Music was basically the equivalent of MTV.
Was that Helen Mirren eating tater tots?
Helen Mirren is a timeless beauty. Like, she just exudes elegance.
Wait, so they've got a series called The Equalizer. I'm guessing based off of the Denzel movie, but Queen Latifah is playing Denzel's part.
Yeah. I've seen an episode.
I mean, I got news for Latifah. She's no Denzel.
No. Like I said, I seen a episode. It's like, okay, this ain't it.
And Butker to kick off. Usher got the halftime show at the Super Bowl, or just this game? Who is performing that? Who is it here? So Usher has the halftime show. Reba McEntire is singing the national anthem. Post Malone? Good God. Andre Day?
So I can essentially go get snacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like Reba.
I was never a huge country music fan.
Well,
I think that stems from my time as a DJ when I got roped into having to DJ line dancing when that was all the craze.
Oh, God bless you, sir.
There wasn't enough alcohol in the bar to get me through those 5-hour shifts.
Well, that aspect of country. Well, there's two different types of country music. There's the bullshit that you had to put up with. Then there's the real stuff. The problem is the real stuff is just
well. To give you a time frame on when this was taking place, Boot Scoot and Boogie would have been really big at the time from Brooks and Dunn. Now, for those that aren't familiar with line dancing, there's a lot of steps and turns and taps and everything else that you have to memorize.
It's appalling.
Because everybody has to do it in unison.
Yes.
So DJing one of those things when people are being taught how to do these steps, you end up playing the same song, bits and pieces of it, over and over and over again until you eventually get to the whole song, and then you have to let them practice it 3 or 4 times.
And at that point, you're vomiting up your toenails.
Oh my God, it was horrible. Play 45 seconds of Boot Scoot and Boogie and you pause it. It's like, okay, now let's go.
I can just imagine Davey. I mean, I know you said but imagine you as the caller at a line dance. Swing your partner round and round, toe to the heel, toe inside out.
No, you didn't have. No, I didn't. No.
Or is that,
that's square dance. I drew. Yeah, that's something different altogether.
Okay, yeah, that's. Both are just appalling.
Well,
George Collins said it best. Stick to your polkas and waltzes and that repulsive country line dancing shit you people do.
Yeah. Oh, I was quite vocal on the mic when I DJ'd. as you can well imagine. Some people really liked it. Some people wanted to go crawl into a fucking hole and die. Depending on
after a night of that, you would probably be one of them.
No, like you would have your regular show up. Like I worked 5 nights at the same place, right? So you would have your regular show up and you make sure you say their name and you give them a little bit of attention, and they like that, right? Sometimes I would just embarrass the fuck out of them.
My mother got into the whole square dancing thing once upon a time, and it was
many times it was said, "I can't believe you said that over a microphone." It's like, well, here we are. You should probably how you didn't know this. You're here every week, but anyway, it was.
You can't fight it here. This is a war room.
It was a fun time. We got the Bills moving the ball. Stephon Diggs for a 3-yard gain. Kansas City committed a 5-yard penalty for illegal use of the hands. 1st and 10 Buffalo on the Kansas City 42. They are moving the ball
again. Hands illegally.
2nd and 2 on the Kansas City 34. Diggs up to 3 receptions. And Mahomes is up to 161 yards passing.
You need him at 255?
255 and up. I picked this on a 4 picks. I only got to get 3 of them right, though, to win back money.
Question on the Yahoo, is it going to be auction draft or?
I just got it set up right now as a snake.
Okay.
We can change. I just set it up kind of as far as the settings can go, and that's why I wanted to get you in on it first, because you have run these things yourself for many years, so you and I can dicker back and forth on stuff.
I mean, I prefer auction draft just because
auction would be harder to get people in because
yes,
it's a lot more time. It's a long draft. They're 3 hours minimum.
So for this one, I would probably lean more snake draft. for the reason that you mentioned.
Snake draft, you're in and out. Usually, you can get them done hour and a half. Usually, if people are in the timer set to a minute, so like you're not sitting there for
Maddie's back.
2 minutes waiting for some, in the second round trying to figure out who they're picking.
Are you like the dad from Friday? Do you feel 5 pounds lighter?
Yeah, I feel great.
2nd and 7, Bills on the Kansas City 26. So Chiefs, Bills are charging down by 3.
Come on, Buffalo. Left my phone in there.
You were a big China fan, weren't you? In WWE/F, not your other career.
Well, I was a fan of the look and the gimmick, but her work was the shits.
Okay. There's a woman coming into AEW very shortly. Her name is Megan Bain.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She got the size of China. And she's a big girl. She's tall. And she can throw people around. And she's been over Stardom since last spring.
Stardom's the Japanese women's league.
Yeah, it's all women's wrestling, right? But that's where like Asuka was there, Io Sky was there, Julia. Like they know their stuff. Like if you want to learn, you go there. You learn quick. Right? First and goal, Buffalo on the Kansas City 5. But she was signed to AEW the entire time, right? She was just kind of on loan over there.
Mm.
When she hits, watch her. Like she's gonna go over big when she gets there.
I need Diggs to get 40 yards. I need Pacheco to get 40 yards. I need Mahomes to throw an interception. James Cook hit his leg for what I need him to. Come
Diggs
on.
is at 21 yards right now on 3 receptions.
Yep.
I liked China as the bodyguard in that gimmick. I didn't like it when she started.
Megan Bain would wrestle circles around China right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, China's work was the shits, but
yeah,
which is odd because I mean, her and Hunter were both trained by Kowalski.
China was trained by Kowalski?
Yep.
That I did not know.
2nd and goal on the Chiefs 8. Another one that you would like that's there now, Queen Aminata. My God, the showing that she is putting on the last few weeks. Like,
you almost said Queen Amidala, and I was like, the Star Wars chick, Natalie Portman's into wrestling now?
No.
Oh, don't say that. Guys are going to fucking scare her away.
Buffalo timeout.
So I just need, like, at any point in this game, the famous Josh Allen to Diggs. Fuck it, he's down there somewhere.
Yeah.
I need a 40-yard plus bomb to Diggs. I'm almost guaranteed that Pacheco's going to get 40 yards between receiving and rushing.
Where's he at now? I got 33 rushing.
And he's at 47 total yards. I need 84 and a half.
Yeah, he got 14 receiving. So he's a dual threat. Yeah.
The one that really concerns me, and it was the one that had the biggest, like, upside if it hit, it's the Mahomes interception.
We also tomorrow night get Cody Rhodes and CM Punk in a face-to-face.
Ain't nobody finishing that damn story with Dwayne there.
No.
Chad Gable and Ivy Nile and Valhalla.
Let's go, Gable and fucking Ivar.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that match is going to be fun.
If they give it time, yeah.
If they give it enough time, dude, it's going to be wild because Ivar moves like a cruiserweight, and Gable is ridiculously powerful.
Yeah, Ivar always did. Like when they were Hanson and Rowe back in Ring of Honor in the indie scene.
Yeah.
Like they could always move well. Always. So I'm glad they're giving him a little bit of time to shine. But like I said, they got that Seth segment starting off, and then they got the Cody Punk segment. So that's gonna eat up some time. We got the Gunther segment, that's gonna eat up time. So that will likely
Well, and also typically in a go home show, you're trying not to. You're going to have a lot more promo than match because you're not wanting to get people hurt ahead of a show. That's
Buffalo committed a 5-yard penalty, 3rd and goal on the Kansas City 13. Well, SmackDown had about 28 minutes of wrestling Friday.
Really? That much?
It's a 2-hour show. It's a 2-hour show.
Sometimes it doesn't feel as if Kevin Dunn is gone.
Well, Kevin Dunn has nothing to do with that. That's the booker and the producers who's producing the match. Touchdown Bills. Allen to Shakir for a 13-yarder.
Bills go back up by 4.
That would have been nice if that was to Diggs.
It would have been, yes. I need him to get some receptions. You need yards from him, and I need receptions. So
let's go for big receptions.
One typically follows the other.
usually, unless it's like those 2 and 3 yard things.
Right, Davey. So let's hope for big receptions for Diggs.
Yeah, big chunk yardage.
All right, and now that the ball is going back to the Chiefs, let's hope for a Mahomes interception. Yeah, lads.
Get him some yards first.
Shut the fuck up, Davey.
Some yards first. We both got it. We can both win at the same time. We just got to work together.
To win this thing.
I hate this motherfucker.
I even picked the ticket in a way that I don't even have to get them all right. I just got to get 3 out of the 4 right to win something.
Exactly. So if the Mahomes one isn't the one that hits, you're fine.
Yeah. Well, then I would need the Bills to win, which
then
they are.
Bills to win.
Yeah. Which is pretty much guaranteed because Captain here picked the Chiefs to win. So yeah.
Hey, my picks aren't always incorrect.
Let's fucking go, Buffalo.
No, but judging by your picks, you would get elected to Cooperstown.
I don't cross the 75% threshold.
No, of getting them wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. Got to get you in a Hall of Fame somewhere.
I mean, the WWE Hall of Fame is pretty open.
No.
Unless you've done McMahon wrong.
I'm not going to pay lip service to the Death Star. As I've often said, 2 of the 3 most detrimental forces to professional wrestling were Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn. The other being Jim Herd.
So here's the thing, Raymond. Normally, I would agree with you that the Raiders suck. The Raiders and Chargers are 2 teams that I could easily see taking over this division the next couple of years, and it scares me. Because that means that Denver is going to either have to be chilling down in the cellar or trying to fight the Chiefs for 3rd. I don't want either of those things to happen.
If Harbaugh goes to the Chargers, that could definitely elevate them up there into that level.
If Harbaugh goes to the Chargers, we're all fucked, Cap.
Raiders, we're a long ways off. We need things. We need nice things.
Tree just tweeted, "Don't let the painful loss for the Bucks overlook the fact that Tank Division secured more playoff wins than the NFC East did this year."
And 2 of the top teams in the NFL were in the East this year. Yeah, the Raiders definitely need a new quarterback. But Denver also needs a new quarterback too. But I also don't know what Denver's going to do at the quarterback position. But I also don't know if we're going to have Russell Wilson next year. I also don't know what the fuck's going on at the wide receiver position. Are we going to trade Cortland Sutton for a draft pick? I don't know. My team's falling apart, guys.
I mean, it's still not for sure whether Russ is going to be welcomed back into the kitchen next season.
Dude, it sounds like he wants to be back.
But does Peyton want him?
We all know Sean Payton doesn't want him. George Payton? Maybe.
You do have that first round pick that you acquired. You could try to trade Sutton to try and move up to get a quarterback.
Again, this isn't a quarterback-heavy draft, and if Caleb Williams is going...
No, it's a quarterback-heavy... Well, the first round, there's probably going to be 5 quarterbacks get drafted.
I'm talking about talent-wise, damn it.
Oh, yeah, talent, yeah. It's not really talented.
This draft is very underwhelming. So, with this, I will say, with the senior class going into next year, all y'all kids just start getting into steroids this next season. I need a bunch of Bill Romanowskis going out there on defense, goddammit.
I would, if I were the Bills, or pardon me, if I were the Broncos, I would trade either Sutton or Judy with a team, and I would swap, move up in the first round.
Shush, Raymond. I need a Chiefs interception. I don't see it happening either, but it can happen. And the angriest runner in all of NFL, Isaiah Pacheco, going for like 10 to 12 yards.
He is an angry little man. Checking to see what's going on in the world of Twitter.
Yeah, look up people like Schefter and shit like that, because they're the ones that have been breaking the news on coaching shit.
Well, also, it looks like Sports Illustrated is no more.
Oh, yeah. That happened over the days since we last streamed. Man, I remember sitting in fucking doctor's offices and shit when I was a kid and reading the Sports Illustrated that was just chilling on the little table.
Well, I subscribed to Sports Illustrated for a good while. But the magazine just went downhill.
Paper media's dying, man.
Well, and just the content. Just the content was not good. So it is official. Lions 49ers will play next Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And
MVS was wide open there.
And the AFC title game will be at 2:00 next Sunday. This feels like one of those games that the team that has the ball last is going to win it.
Second and 7 on the Buffalo 13. Yeah,
Pacheco's got to be up to close to his yards for you, Matty.
I was about to say, Pacheco, I need him to get 17 yards.
It's at 54 yards rushing and 14 yards receiving. So
that is the end of the third quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, he's at 68 on my screen, so I need him to get 16 yards. I need Diggs to get 41 yards. Mahomes, throw a fucking interception. You know, maybe it was a bad idea to pick a Mahomes interception against one of the weakest secondaries.
Only takes one pass. Well, me being all optimistic. Who knew?
I was about to say, look at you being optimistic. We just need to make money, goddammit. Okay. Mahomes throws an interception this drive to end this drive in the end zone. That opens up Josh Allen to throw 2 big passes to Stephon Diggs. When the Chiefs get the ball back, that allows Pacheco to at least get another 20 yards and Mahomes to throw for another, 30, 45 yards you need? We still have a chance at hitting this, Davey.
You do.
You still have a chance at hitting yours. You just need the Bills to win. Like, that's the thing that's really holding your whole thing together is if the Bills win, right? Because your yards and shit is looking like it's going to hit.
Well, I need Kincaid to hit 40. He hasn't caught the ball since the first half or first quarter.
But he had a
to
big
go over
catch, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Mahomes to go over 255. That's most likely to hit. Diggs to get 6 receptions and the Bills to win.
Yeah, see? 2 big passes to Diggs to get good yardage. Mahomes is going to get that yard cap, I'm pretty sure. We can both make money off of this, Davey. We got this.
Oh, God.
What did Teresa?
Bills fans about to sacrifice Peppa Pig to the pit. In other news, roast pork sandwiches are now available at Highmark Stadium for $9.99. I did hear that. Oh,
I can see that.
Another Tay-Tay.
Yep, I saw her.
What's that, 10?
8.
Chiefs touchdown. Pacheco for a 4-yarder. Chiefs will go up 27-24.
Pacheco needs 11 yards, 12 yards for me.
Yeah, you're pretty much guaranteed to hit that. Ooh, he got drilled at the line, too.
That's another Tay-Tay. Son of a bitch.
Good God.
It's okay. My parlay doesn't involve wins. I just need Mahomes to throw a fucking interception.
The Bills can't stop the Chiefs.
If they can get an interception, they will.
Judging by the score, the Chiefs can't stop the Bills either.
No.
Well, the Bills' defense is missing quite a few guys.
And Butker makes the point after to put the Chiefs up 27-24 over the Bills.
Oh, but there's some laundry.
Encroachment penalty.
Laundry?
Just made the field goal a little easier. They accepted it already. I mean, my receding hairline isn't coming back, but
it's not receding near as bad as you would think.
I'm going bald cap. Don't worry.
He'll go down as one half of the Road Warriors, and when he gets there permanently, he'll be Baron Corbin.
Now, Maddie's going to need a lot more ink to be Baron Corbin.
I'm gonna need a horrible like caged heart tattoo.
Now, you need to get the Brock Lesnar, the chest tattoo, the knife.
Oh, that's.
Go all the way, Eric Young.
What did he do? That's a full back piece that he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
What are commercials?
What in the name of God?
Why are commercials?
Because
I
they just
don't think it was that bad, Dallas. I don't think your hair was that bad. But we'll see in a couple. We'll see in like a week. Okay. Come on, Josh Allen. Big yards, big aim, Stephon Diggs.
Good, sweet Lord.
What is that, Cap?
Alex Jones and InfoWars have launched a video game.
What?
You know, I guess that old saying is true. If you live long enough, you live long enough to see just about everything.
I guess so. Shit.
So you'll get the video game delivered to your home. There'll be nothing in it.
Although it does come with a year's supply of bone broth.
Bone broth.
ECT, find out what it means to me.
Oh, yeah. We did go into the fourth quarter. Thank you, Raymond.
Yeah.
14:20 to go in the fourth.
I was listening to one of Cornette's podcasts the other day, Maddie, and it made me think about you. He was talking about the early tape trading days, and every time I was like, "My God, Maddie missed out on something fun." Maddie would have been the most aggressive tape trader on planet Earth.
I'll bring kneecaps, bro. Where's my tape? I told you I'd be back on Tuesday. It's Thursday. Where's my tape?
Where's my tape, man? Where's my tape, man? Fine, let's go to the house. Oh, the old days.
Congratulations going out to Brian Keith. Apparently he is signed to AEW. Terms of the deal are not released, but
he is signed.
He did get the contract. Yeah, same with Queen Aminata. Brian Keith just wrestled today or yesterday, depending on time zones, how you look at that.
He was in Japan, wasn't he?
DDT, yes, pro wrestling. And he just wrestled Mao for their DDT Universal title.
Oh, God. Jason Kelsey absolutely trolling Bill's Mafia.
Is Jason Kelsey jumping through tables?
Here, I'll shoot this over to you. Or, well, I'll put it in the chat here.
4th and 5,
So
Bills on Rome 30.
apparently my FanDuel is restricting my ability to see Messenger, so I'm still be looking at my FanDuel. So what is he doing?
He hopped out of the suite with a beer in his hand and just jumped right into Bill's Mafia.
James Cook, we need you to go forward. I do not need you losing yards.
Yeah, they stalled on that drive. Ooh.
Are they double covering Stephon Diggs or what? Like that's not even me doing this in the gambling aspect. Like that didn't work at all.
Bills are
Shea
punting.
Go with a 30-yard gain. First and
That
goal.
got it for Maddie.
First and goal.
That,
Chiefs on the Buffalo 2.
Yeah, I was about to say that puts Pacheco firmly over my shit. So I just need Diggs to get 41 yards and Mahomes to throw an interception.
And Chiefs are about to score again.
And can Buffalo hold them off to a field goal here?
Hey, Mahomes, can you throw an interception in the end zone, please?
Yeah, he can do that now. I will allow that.
He got over 250?
No, but I need the Bills to win, so I don't need Mahomes throwing like a touchdown. They're already up by 3. If I get all four right, I win more money.
Pacheco is the
second and
angriest
goal
running back
on the Buffalo 1.
I hate to say I told you boys so, but kind of told you so.
Game ain't over yet.
Yeah, there's 12-13 left in the fourth. There's tons of time left.
Game ain't over yet. Although I do think KC's getting in the end zone here. Oh, good stop on McCole. So, as Davey loves to say, if Kansas City gets in the end zone here, Buffalo can't not throw. They need to start being aggressive in the air.
They got to start moving the ball,
Yep. To answer your earlier question, Davey, the over-under on this game was 36.5.
We are at 51 or 52 points.
Yeah, you might have one team hit that, let alone two.
Wonder what they're doing tonight over on Positively Awesome Wrestling.
Well, it's not blocking us. They already took care of that.
Wait, are they trying to see if it was a fumble?
I think they're trying to see if it was a touch or
no, the ball came out before it would have crossed the line.
Yeah, and if that's the case, it's Buffalo ball, but that's if he wasn't already down.
Did his butt hit the ground before the ball left his hands? That's what they're trying to decide.
one of Bill's Mafia took a Death Valley driver into a fiery table before the game,
bro.
and his ass caught fire. Good thing he was surrounded by a lot of snow that he could stick it in. Maddie, are you taking a DVD through a fiery table? Oh, oh, me back. Oh, me back. Oh.
All right, so we got our 1st and 10 Buffalo on their own 20. That was ruled a fumble.
Apparently.
Yes. Would you like to retract your previous statement there, Captain? About you being
No,
correct?
I would just like to insert a potential jinx.
However, Cook seems to be running the ball backwards for a 4-yard loss. 2nd and 14, Buffalo on their own 16. If they could reverse that trend a little bit, that would be great.
Yeah, Bill's Mafia is pretty loud. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Bills. Looks like Shakir is hurt.
We got a 3rd and 12 on their own 18. Yeah, he took a little bump to the head there.
Oh. Much like Tom Cruise when it comes to Scientology, I have drank so much water today. Right now, I am literally running clear.
You'll be see-through soon.
Whew.
Be like Kevin Bacon in that bad Invisible Man movie.
Oh Lord, that was god awful.
Yeah, that was not good. I remember going to see that at the Flickr show when it came out. While we're waiting for this to resume here, we are on the official countdown to a gentleman that me and Captain have had the pleasure of enjoying his entire career, start to finish. Sting.
Yes.
She's winding down. She's winding down.
So, did I see or understand correctly that it's going to be Sting and Darby versus the Young Bucks for his last match?
Yeah. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, as they now
Their
would
God-given
like
names.
Right. Well, what they're doing, right, is they want to go into this being the biggest heels possible, right? So they're leaning into their authority status there, right? So think of the authority figures WWE only done with less kayfabe. They're leaning into more reality with it. It'll work.
Well, I will say this. I mean, there are no two more despicable human beings in the wrestling business.
Oh, they will draw the heat. Like, they have no problem doing that. And the thing with them in that match is they can eat the loss. If that's the case. Darby also mentioned that they are interested in going after tag team titles. So that could come into play. So that match could
Stop.
be for the
Stop.
best if they go that route. Chiefs ball, 2nd and 4 in the Kansas City 49. Mahomes to Rice for a 6-yard gain.
Yep.
So Bill's got to hold him off here. But that was Sting's decision.
To face the Bucks, that was his desire.
Yeah, he has a great deal of respect for the Bucks, as he should. Like, they've done a lot of great work, like, over a lot of different promotions. Minus one.
Well, I mean, I don't have to agree with Steve Borden on everything to love all the great memories he gave me as a child. I just hope he has a successful match and enjoys a well-earned retirement.
Oh, he will. Like, that match, the way they've got that constructed, like, that match will do exactly what it's supposed to. Like,
now,
the
didn't
Bucks will make
Darby
him
hurt his neck?
No, Darby's fine. He wrestled.
Okay.
He wrestled Jeff Hardy.
I heard it was one of the matches last week. It was a
he
botch.
No, it wasn't a botch. He's fine. His neck is ropes. But he wrestled Jeff Hardy Friday on Rampage. The match was really, really good.
Jeff Hardy put together a good match.
They put an incredibly good match. You should watch it. It was like Jeff Hardy of old. But they work well together anyway, because they're essentially the same person.
I mean, I'm glad he did. I haven't really been happy with anything I've seen Jeff Hardy do in a good while.
Jeff and Matt are very shortly, right, going to be turning heel. Because they're showing more of those tendencies. At the end of the match.
Have they ever worked heel before?
Well, it's been a while since Jeff was worked heel.
Well, I mean, like them as a team, as a tag team. I can't remember them ever working heel as a tag team.
Yeah, it's been like 2010. It was probably back. It probably wasn't even.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have been TNA probably.
Even then, not even the TNA run.
Well, I know Matt's worked heel, but I can't remember Jeff.
I believe when they first came in, when they were the New Brood, weren't they heel when they came in with Terry Reynolds?
Could have been. But it's a smart move, right? Because, I mean, as a heel act, you can do certain things in matches that kind of hide, right, deficiencies that you may have, right? So, could bring back the Willow character too.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. which would be interesting. But they went to do like a fist bump at the end of the match. Like good match, way to go. Jeff bailed. So it's just little things, right? You got to pay attention to them, but they're telling you that they're going to be going heel. If you watch what's going on, right?
Tree just tweeted the touchback fumble rules going to change because of this game, isn't it?
Oh, I swear to God.
We got 1st and 10, Kansas City, midfield. Kansas City just took a timeout. Kansas City up by 3. This game will go right down to the wire. The way this is going.
If the Chiefs wins, it'll go right down the haywire for Maddie. Maddie, your cat is showing her ass on screen. I like the collar you got for the kitty.
Yeah, she's got a nice little bell. Say hi, kitty. Nope.
Championship owl, not belt. Snow and ice coming tonight. God, I'm sick of fucking winter already. We had snow on the ground we still got snow on the ground from the last one, and more coming tonight. Damn it.
Yeah, we got enough up here, just enough to cover the ground. That's about it.
Yeah, but you're in Canada. I mean, there's snow on the ground, 10 months out of the year?
No.
Oh.
2nd and 10, Kansas City, midfield. Mahomes is up to 215 yards. Pacheco is up to 86 rushing and 14 receiving. So Matty got that in the bag. 3rd and 10, midfield.
I love just looking at how these right-wing nutter butters, just the insanity. I just saw something on Twitter talking about how Oreos are evil. I'm like, for the love of God, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Leave Oreos alone, man.
Uh, 4th and 9, Kansas City. So they will have to punt that from midfield. Yes, so they're going to look to pin them. Your comment goes back to a little discussion we had there a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Right. Ooh, one name we didn't mention about a possible Rumble appearance. He always pops up every now and then. The Boogeyman.
Oh, the Boogeyman.
With the worms. He always gets a pop, though. People always seem to like him. Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett would get a pop. Touchback. 1st and 10. Buffalo on their own 20. 8:23 to go. Time's a wasting. Down by 3.
Is on my side. Yes, it is.
I thought you were going to break out into a hootie.
No.
He's from down your way, isn't he? Darius
South Carolina. That's about half a country east to Don't make me that's like a dev. Navigationally challenged.
Well, I didn't know exactly where Darius was from. I knew he was from the South somewhere.
Yeah, South Carolina. I was just thinking if Maddie actually does continue to go bald, I was trying to think of because I watched Any Which Way You Can the other night.
It ain't going bald. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let this Hulk Hogan.
I was thinking about what type of toupee or hairpiece Maddie could rock when the time eventually comes.
What was the guy from Goodfellas?
Maury.
Yeah, Maury. There you go. Maury, Maddie. It's not a stretch.
Just make sure you pay Robert De Niro his money.
Yeah, just don't end up the same. Like,
Yeah. Well, a lot of the guys on that crew wound up
Not
not
a-
meeting with pleasant endings.
Well, not a lot of them. None of them did.
Well, I mean, Henry at
Well,
least had
Henry
a
got out, but like he didn't have much of a life, really.
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he didn't rot in jail.
Jimmy ended up in jail. Polly ended up in jail. They all ended up in jail or dead.
One guy ended up in a freezer.
Yeah, like there's no good outcome to any of that stuff.
Well, it's like Tony Soprano said in the psychiatrist's office. Guys in his line of work, it goes one of two ways: jail or dead.
It was a very interesting guy to sit down and listen to. He does a lot of YouTube podcasts. And if you can, some of them, he does a few interviews. Sammy the Bull.
Yes.
Some of his are really good. Like just recounting.
He's a bit more insightful than what I.
Yeah, he is. He is
imagined.
like when he went away for I think it was 18 years there when he moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
He broke down how that happened. His son was involved in that, but he basically took the fall for it. Second and 10 Buffalo on their own 20. Intended for Diggs though, so they're trying. It's just not completing it. If this was the regular season, Cap will be losing his mind right now because Diggs has 3 receptions for 21 yards.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I'm past that. I get about a 4-month break, and then baseball starts. And well, baseball, I don't get nearly as wound up over my fantasy team just because I love baseball so much. It doesn't. My fantasy team. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to do as well as I possibly can, but it doesn't.
Baseball is more. It's a long game. Like
yeah,
you can have an absolute shit week, and it's a week, right? There's many weeks to come.
No, I mean, you have seen me. I mean, I will lose it over my White Sox when they shit the bed, but fantasy-wise, no.
That's to be expected, though.
Yes,
it damn well better be expected this year because they don't have much. They picked up a pitcher there the other day. I posted it on our site there on Twitter.
To say I'm looking forward to the White Sox season would be to say that I'm looking forward to a combination proctological and
the White Sox could very conceivably finish dead last in that division.
Oh yeah,
which is saying something considering who is in that division. Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers occupy spots there. Like,
the Tigers got a lot better last year.
Yeah, they're moving in the right direction. They're not there yet. Like they'll still be. They won't have a 500 record, nor will Kansas City. It's possible nobody in that division does. It's always kind of hit and miss with whoever wins it. First and 10 Buffalo on their own 31. Josh Allen to Knox for a 4-yard gain.
And Knox is down. I haven't really taken a look at our roster apart from.
It ain't good. I did.
Well, I mean, we got Lou Bob, we got Eloy, we've got.
Eloy is forever hurt. He's one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Can't run. He's like a fucking pylon.
Moncada's still there. We got rid of Anderson.
Moncada is Yohan Moncada. I was not happy because I'm a Red Sox fan here. I was not happy when we got rid of him. I'm glad that we did. It's like, okay.
Now you're happy with that trade.
Now that I see, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of glad you're
gone. I mean, we've got some pieces, but just not nearly.
You guys will be the team as it's constructed now, and I don't see it getting constructed much better based on what they're doing. You're going to be pushing 100 losses.
Let's see, where did we finish last year? We finished 4th in the division. We lost 101 games last year.
Yeah, you'll be pushing that again this year. So, unless they, well, what would they do though? Really, they know they're not going to. They know they're not going to win, like the division.
I mean, right now I'm looking at our projected pitching rotation: Dylan Cease, Mike Clevenger, Mike Kopech, and Tukey Toussaint. You want to talk about a group of Emmy Award winners?
Yeah, that's not promising.
That is.
You only finished 5 games ahead of KC for the basement last year. So,
and apart from Bummer and Hendricks, the bullpen is, well, Crochet's all right. We still got Grandal at catcher, Andrew Vaughn at first, Jake Berger at second, Moncada at third.
Grandal's a free agent, I think.
Pardon?
Grandal's a free agent, to the best of my knowledge.
Wait, I didn't think we still had Tim Anderson. I thought we
can't hit anyway. Or he used to be able to hit. He can't now. He has money.
We got Benintendi, Lou Bob, Oscar Colas,
who showed last year that he is not quite ready. Although off season, sometimes that changes a lot. Yeah, no, Grandal's free agent. You got Martin Maldonado.
That's right. That's right. I was looking at that's last year's roster.
Who also can't hit, but he's a good receiver. Like he'll help with the pitching staff that you don't have. 3rd and 10 Buffalo on their own 43.
It's going to be a long year.
Yeah. 4th and 3 on the midfield, Kansas City 50. They can't go for that. 5:43 to go. The last thing you want to do is give the ball back to the Chiefs at midfield. My season won't be much better. I'm a Red Sox fan. They did go for it. Those cheeky bastards. 1st and 10 Buffalo on the Kansas City 40. Allen to Shakir for a 10-yard gain.
Wow.
That's ballsy, man. Especially midfield. Like they would have put themselves in a position where they would have had to have scored a touchdown. With not a lot of time left.
So Boston, they finished 78 and 84, 23 games out of first. We finished 61 and 101, 26 games out of first.
And like Boston last year, like they were flirting with 500 all year. They were nowhere close to a 500 team. The record at the end of the year was a lot more indicative of the team they actually were. 2nd and 5 on the Kansas City 35. So right now, they're looking at a 53-yarder from $1 Bass if they don't move the ball any further to tie the game. 4:46 to go. 3rd and 4.
So apparently trade talks are still ongoing regarding Dylan Cease, so we could wind up dealing him as well.
You might as well get as much as you can for him, which is what they're doing.
I mean, we're not going anywhere this year. Get something.
Hold out till, as close as you can, or even into the season, right? Somebody's going to want him.
This is going to feel like 2015, 2016 all over again.
Yeah, Yankees need another starter. Tampa Bay raid some of their prospect cupboard if Tampa could afford them. It's the thing. First and 10. Allen to Sheffield for a 7-yard gain at the Kansas City 27 with 3:20 to go. Not looking good for Diggs. 3 receptions on 21 yards. So I don't think Maddie or me will hit that one.
12-play, 53-yard drive for Buffalo here.
They're eating the clock up too. So they're going to put the pressure back on KC. Both KC and Buffalo both got 2 timeouts left though. 2nd and 9 on the 26. So right now we're looking at a 44-yard field goal to tie the game.
And the White Sox start the season off
Losing?
against Detroit and Atlanta. I know Boston starts the season off with like a 12 or 13 game road trip on the West Coast.
Yeah, you get a lot of that from the East Coast teams because the weather's just too wonky, like end of March and April. Like you'd be setting yourself up for double headers left and right if they tried too many home games.
Yeah, Boston doesn't have a home game till second
Probably
week of
mid-April.
April, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, like they got to wait for the weather to clear up. And there's not a lot of dome stadiums. Like Toronto got one. So they're fine. Two-minute warning. 2nd and 9. Kansas City 26. I posed this little question on our Twitter page. If MLB were to relocate a team or add one, would Montreal be a viable option?
I would think so. I don't know why.
They would have to build a stadium. They can't use Olympic Stadium.
No.
They couldn't use Olympic Stadium when the Expos were there. It was not good. But I think the fan base would flock to it if they can get a stadium downtown, like downtown Montreal. I think that would draw.
Well, obviously that would have to be a dome.
Oh yeah, they'd have to like a retractable or something. You can't have an open air stadium. Not in Canada. You can't for football. You can because that's different. But
I'm actually kind of surprised Tampa hasn't moved because they're just.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
They have some of the worst attendance figures in the game. Their stadium is a nightmare to try and get to.
Yeah, it suffers a lot of. Like they are Montreal. They are the Expos, right? When you think of it.
Yeah.
They put together a really good team, which the Expos did. Like some of the Expos teams they had, Vladdy Guerrero, Pedro, Larry Walker, Andre Dawson, Gary Carter, Tim Wallach, like just on and on and on and on.
Yeah,
right?
Tons of great talent came out of Montreal.
They always had a hard time drawing because of where the stadium was. It was out in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? Like you had go ways to get to it. Stadium was horrible. Like the turf was horrible.
Olympic Stadium was.
Yeah. So there's a lot of similarities between those two franchises, right? So, if you fix the stadium issue in Montreal, you put her downtown where it's more easily accessible, throw a roof on it, and you take Tampa out of Florida and you put them up there, they're automatically, you get an instant rivalry because who's in the division with Tampa? Toronto.
Yeah.
That's an instant rivalry right there. Right? Like that would draw like gangbusters. 3rd and 9, Buffalo on the Kansas City 26. But yeah, and if Tampa was going to draw with the teams that they put out there, they would have drawn already, which they don't.
Well, I mean, they're still looking at possibly moving the White Sox, which I hope to God doesn't happen. But then I was reading, I guess a week or so ago, they might be building a new stadium in Chicago. So it's like, what are we building a new stadium? Are we moving?
That's what I posted on our Twitter page. They're looking into.
I would like to see a new stadium built because guaranteed rate field
I
is a
don't.
shithole.
I don't think you'll ever see the White Sox move. They're too much of an institution in the city of Chicago to move them out. Right? Like they've been there since what, turn of the century?
1901.
Yeah. So it's a long time. I don't think they're going anywhere. 4th and 9, Buffalo. 1:55 to go. Down by 3 on the 26-yard line. So we're looking at a 44-yard field goal from Bass to tie the game. If you're a Bills fan, if you got anything to cross it now.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Maddie, we can't hear you.
Tyler Bass missed.
Bass missed the field goal.
Oh, no. There's no way this is how it ends in Buffalo.
Was it wide right?
Well, there's 1:43 to go.
They've got 2 timeouts.
They got 2 timeouts, so they gotta hold them here. Hold on to your lug nuts, folks. It ain't over yet. Twitter is acting as calm as I expected.
Twitter is never calm. It was wide right.
I cannot believe it.
It is happening. Pacheco, 8-yard gain. Buffalo
2nd and
timeout.
2. 1:37 left.
Oh, no.
It's okay, Maddie.
It's Baltimore, Kansas City in the goddamn championship.
It ain't over yet, Matthew.
We've seen this movie before.
I hate the Chiefs.
Bills choke. Does anyone
And
know
that
where
is
the
gonna
Bills
be a
kicker
first
lives?
down for the Chiefs.
Asking for a friend.
Calling
Bills.
Dr. Heimlich.
Bills fans are not happy. So 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 45. Kansas City's
They can just
ball.
nail this out.
Bills got 1 timeout left.
If I'm Tyler Bass, I'm going into the witness protection program.
And Buffalo just burned their last timeout.
Yeah, Cap. Unfortunately, Tyler Bass is going to get incredible hate.
I hope they got a tunnel to get him out of there.
Oh, Usher as the halftime show. What do I think? I know my mom will enjoy it.
Kansas City is going to the AFC title game next week. It would only be proper, Maddie, for it to be the AFC title game and for us to be watching the Chiefs. And what makes it even better is it's Dev's team.
I hate Kansas City.
So it's Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes. Literal good versus evil.
Bills choke again. Lamar, please destroy Mahomes next week.
For the love of God, please let it be a blowout.
Another tweet. Tyler Bass, count your fucking days.
So we are literally one game away from the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl and Maddie eating a lump of ketchup-covered charcoal. Bill's sadness continues.
I don't think it's the fact that Cap doesn't like the Bills. I think it's just that he believed in the Chiefs more, and it paid off right for Cap.
So that makes Patrick Mahomes 8-0 when Sean Hockley referees his games. Ay, caramba.
But 98 times out of 100, though, this game is going to overtime, most likely. Like, Tyler Bass is usually pretty bang on, and that wasn't a long field goal attempt.
Well,
6th straight conference champ GM appearance. Second longest streak of all time.
I hate them so much. Oh,
Chiefs go into Baltimore. 2 p.m. next Sunday. Maddie, Dev, and the Cap will be all in the same place as we watch Dev absolutely lose his mind.
Yeah. It's going to be something special, that's for sure. Oh, well, I made money on one of the games this weekend.
And the AFC, both championship games next week, 1 seed versus 3 seed.
I'm hoping for a 3 seed versus a 1 seed here. Well, boys, anything else you want to say and plug before we got RAWBall on Tuesday? I know that.
We got RAWBall Tuesday. Are you doing Greg Cherry on Wednesday?
I might take Greg Cherry off on Wednesday just to have everything set up and going into Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking off Friday and Monday, so we will be covering the Royal Rumble on Saturday night and then the championship games on Sunday. Oh, Mahomes.
Good game, though. Back and forth. I mean, that's what you want, right? You want to be entertained, and this entertained us. So, congratulations to the Chief. You got your works cut out for you in your next game. Buffalo is a scary, scary team.
Baltimore, you mean?
Or Baltimore. But yeah, catch us back here on Tuesday for the RAWBall recap. Follow us on Twitter. RAWBall Podcast, at RAWBall123. And a huge thank you to the 567 followers that we have. We've only been running this for about 2 weeks, right? So thank you to each and every one of you that follow us and support us on there, because without you guys, there is no RAWBall. So,
without a doubt. All right. Well, with that, I guess it's time for us to sign off. This is the point in the show where I remind you all to stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Don't get arrested. Don't get pulled over in the state of Kansas. I sure as shit am not going through the state of Kansas.
Except in Indiana.
Except in Indiana.
If I go through Indiana, that's going to be something special. We will
that
see
should just be the disclaimer to everything we say at the end of except in Indiana.
Nothing against the fine folks of Indiana that follow us and watch us. That's just an old George Carlin skit.
All right. We will see you all on Tuesday. Stay safe and have a wonderful night. I hate you, Kansas City.